Hello and welcome. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is going to be packed full of motivation. We are going to be cleaning every single room in our house. Our house is a complete wreck right now, so it is going to be very satisfying to get everything back in order, but we will also be decluttering and cleaning out our playroom and a closet in my kids' bathroom that is incredibly messy. It is also the only area I did not make it to when I was making my decluttering videos because it is such a small closet. I couldn't make like a full video just with that. So we're fitting it in right here. And if you haven't seen my entire declutter with me of our house, I will definitely make sure it is linked for you in the description below. Today I am starting in our master bedroom. It was my kids' nap time at this point, so I just wanted to knock this area out because I can just close the door and lock it and it'll stay nice and clean like this for the rest of the day. This bin I'm putting away right now is actually usually vacuum sealed. It's all of our like heavy winter clothing. We actually broke it open so that we could take a look at what we have because we are planning a trip to Wisconsin. We're gonna go see some family up there, but we live in Florida, the southern part, so we did not get any snow. That weird snow that they got in northern Florida was amazing, but we did not get any personally. So we are hoping we will see some in Wisconsin. I always love hearing what you guys think I should read next. So next up is Reminders of Him. And I just finished Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. Not my favorite. Can't really recommend that one. So I have, I think, one or two more books by Colleen Hoover that I really want to read. And then I have a list of books that you guys have been recommending to me. So I will be getting into those very soon. I can now close the door on our master bedroom and know that it will stay this clean for the rest of the day. On top of all the cleaning that we're doing today, I will also be knocking out a ton of laundry. So if you need some laundry motivation, I got you. So first up, I'm just collecting everything, all the laundry throughout our entire house. You know, when your house is just messy, it seems like it stays messy. But when it's clean, you are just so much more motivated to keep it clean. So as soon as I have laundry starting to like pile up on the floor, it just continues to pile up until I take the time to really clean up our bathroom in here or anywhere else in our house. Because when a area of our house is clean, I am so much more motivated to keep it clean and put things away where they're supposed to go, and it's just easier to stay on top of it. I still have some more laundry I need to get from my kids' rooms, but they are napping. This is what we are knocking out today. I would love to know what your laundry routine is. Typically, I like to do one load a day, and then it makes it easier to stay on top of. But then we go through weeks where it just seems like we are so busy and it's hard to even knock out one load. Anyway, I wanted to share these towels again and just let you know they are from Costco. We just got them and I love them. Plus, they're only like $8 for one of those huge fluffy towels. They are so soft. They did have a lot of lint at first, but I feel like any new towel is going to have a lot of lint. So after washing it a few times, it's all come out and they are the best towel I've had in a long time. I am cleaning up our master bathroom now. I always start by putting absolutely everything away where it belongs first. I also have this tray here that was starting to collect too many products, so I was taking out anything that I don't use on a daily basis, because that's all I leave here is anything that I use daily, and that's it. But I always start by putting everything where it belongs and then wipe everything down, top to bottom. Some of you may remember this cart. This is what I made into Cecilia's little store. It's getting a little sparse now, but basically she does chores, she gets little fake money, kind of like Monopoly money, and then she can buy things from the store. So it's kind of teaching her how to just like work for things that she wants, and she's also learning how to pick up and clean up and help around our house. So it's been working out really well for us. Can never tell how messy things are until you get nice and close to it. So this mirror is an absolute mess. There are splatter marks all over it. I can't remember the last time I actually wiped this clean. Just using a mixture of half water, half vinegar, sprayed it on, and usually I use 2 cloths, one to kind of like scrub it all off, and then the second one to dry it and make it completely streak free. Time to disinfect all of our counters and our faucets. I also like making sure I hit all of our light switches and doorknobs with the disinfecting wipes. Those are the most touched areas, so they can have a lot of germs. So using the disinfecting wipes to fully saturate it and let it sit there for a while so that it can kill all of those germs. Clean the inside of our sink, I'm just using some multi-purpose spray and then one of those Scrub Daddy sponges, because they're so good at scrubbing to clean the inside and any buildup that has accumulated on our sink. This is the other side of our bathroom, so I'm cleaning my husband's vanity now. Of course, there are a ton of little beard hair clippings, but I am not one to talk or complain because I have just as much of my own hair all around our shower and on our floor, so it's just part of why we clean our bathrooms on, hopefully, I like to clean it on a weekly basis, but sometimes we are so busy and I can't remember the last time I was able to wipe everything down, but my goal is always once a week, but you know, life happens. Our water closet with our toilet gets so dusty, so I'm just dusting as much as I can off first before getting my disinfecting wipes and saturating our toilet and wiping everything clean. Toilets are definitely my least favorite thing to clean, but you know, it has to get done. We all have to clean our own toilets unless you have a cleaning lady, but I do not. They're very expensive. Plus, I love cleaning. I mean, maybe not my toilet, but I love cleaning in general. So I just get so much satisfaction and it just feels so good after I've cleaned up an area around our house. It just makes me feel so much happier and so much more relaxed. I'm definitely the type of person that cannot relax until it's been cleaned. I can't sit and relax in a room that is messy. I have to clean it up and get it done before I can sit down and read a book or something. It may be a blessing and it may be a curse. I don't know. Our house is definitely a lot cleaner for it, and it's how I have so much motivation to make these videos for you guys, so maybe it is a blessing. You'll always want a bigger shower until you are the one cleaning it, but I'm gonna be just cleaning the glass part of our shower. I just used a spray of half water, half vinegar, and I'm using a squeegee to squeegee it all off. Usually this is the easiest way to keep them clean as long as I do it on a regular and consistent basis. I hardly have to do any scrubbing. The tile I usually do while I'm actually taking a shower. So while I'm waiting for my conditioner to work, or you know, anything that I have to like leave in my hair, I'll just scrub the tile with some Dawn dish soap or that Dawn power wash spray, and then use a scrub brush to really go at the tile and everything in here. I am using our vacuum mop now. Bissell has a sanitizing solution that I am using for this. So I'm mopping up and sanitizing our floors, and it smells so good. I really like the smell of their sanitizing solution. Still need to wash and put the bath mats back, but I am ready to move on to another area of our house. But first we are going to cycle a load of laundry. I feel like it never takes very long for my kids' clothes to just start piling up on their floors. I keep their laundry hamper in their bathroom because typically that's where we change, but Cece's been changing herself a lot more often, so her bedroom floor has been getting pretty messy, so maybe I need to get a hamper for in there. I'd love to know how you guys organize, or basically where do you put your kids' hampers. I know I can ask Cece to pick up her own clothes and put them in the hamper, so hopefully I can get her into a better habit of that. I would love to be able to start her off with just the habit, same with Owen, of putting their clothes in hampers so that it doesn't become a habit of putting it on the floor for them in the future. So anything I can do to make their lives a little bit easier, and mine too. So this table is usually reserved for whenever we have a lot more family over, or a lot more friends, and otherwise it just becomes a catch-all for everything. And it also becomes like our project table. So I had our printer out here because I was working on something. My husband had his computer out here. So I'm just putting everything back where it belongs, because I also like using this table to fold all of our laundry. It makes such a good laundry folding station. It's big enough to like organize everything and fold. So now I can say our dining room is clean. It's another area checked off my list. And I have my folding table just open and ready to use because we are knocking out so much laundry throughout this video. I've made it to our kitchen. If you're cleaning along with me, let me know where you are cleaning right now and what you have planned to clean throughout the rest of this video. This is an hour-long video, so I really hope this has been bringing you a ton of motivation. So if you are cleaning along with me, keep going. You got this. You're gonna feel so good when you've knocked out an area or a closet or wherever you're cleaning. If you're doing laundry, just think about all that clean laundry you're going to be able to pick from, and it's going to be nicely folded and put away. I love being able to go into my closet and be able to pick from all my favorite outfits instead of knowing that they're at the bottom of my laundry pile. You can see Cece come in, and right now her hair is wild because she just woke up from her nap, but she was already up and singing into her Elsa and Anna little microphone there, so I muted it so you guys didn't have to listen to that. It's very loud. Usually our houses are very loud with a 5 and a 3-year-old, but before I know it, they're going to be teenagers locked away in their rooms, and I know I won't ever see them. So right now I am so grateful for my little innocent 5 and 3-year-olds. I would love if they could just stay this age forever because I am definitely not ready to handle teenagers. I'm definitely not quite done cleaning the kitchen yet, but I love just cycling the laundry as soon as it's done. That way everything is still warm and I can get as much laundry done as possible. I like folding my clothes and my towels and everything right out of the dryer when they're warm. That way they don't get wrinkled. If they sit in the basket for too long, then I feel like I have to put them back in the dryer to get unwrinkled because I am definitely not going to sit there and iron anything. I do not have enough time for that. These are all those Costco towels I was talking about earlier. So we went with the white ones, but they had a few different colors too. But they are so big, so fluffy, and so soft. And they also do their job very well of drying you off, which is the most important thing. And if you missed it earlier, they are only like $8 at Costco. So if you are in search of some new towels, I definitely recommend these. might need to get a new basket or just get a smaller basket for our hand towels, but all of my towels used to fit inside this, and now these ones are so big and fluffy it takes up the entire thing, but this works for now. Decided to pick up the foyer. You know you have kids when you have the most random toys just in the middle of the floor. I know this won't be forever. I actually love finding them there because that means they've been playing. One of Cece's chore jobs is to actually pick up toys from around the house and bring them to the playroom, which we will be cleaning later in this video because it has been a huge problem. But first, I will be finishing this kitchen. If you've made it this far, let me know if you're still watching. We have so much more motivation, especially at the end of this video, where I will be decluttering and cleaning out their playroom and a super messy closet. So some satisfying motivation coming in later. And if you're still cleaning along with me, keep going. You got this. If you're having a hard time getting started, just tell yourself you're going to do it for 5 minutes and you're more likely to completely complete the task and go way over that 5 minutes. The hardest part is just getting started. So if you just tell yourself, I'll do it for 5 minutes. If I hate it, then I'll stop. But I'm sure you'll probably want to finish it till the end. Even on our most busy days, you will always find me in here cleaning dishes, cleaning our kitchen. Our kitchen always needs something to be cleaned in here. We've been so busy lately, and we still eat our breakfast, lunch, and dinners usually here, unless we're having like a picnic snack somewhere out and about, because we've been really involved with our homeschool group, and the kids have had so many more activities now that they're starting to get a little bit older. So I'm learning myself how to navigate our everyday lives around all these activities, and it can be very challenging. I am only working 1 day a week, and it's challenging to stay on top of everything that we need to do with our house. I can't imagine being a full-time working mom and having to still do all the chores around the house. I feel like that is completely impossible. But I know there are moms out there that have to do that, and I hope I can do my best to cheer you on with these videos. You're doing a fantastic job. You are definitely doing your best, and don't sell yourself short. It was almost dinner time at this point, but my husband was actually running late, so I just had it kind of cooling there on the stove while we waited for him to get home. But anyway, one question. Would you guys be interested in seeing any of our recipes for our family meals included in these videos? I know some other YouTube moms that make similar videos to mine, they like to include those. So if you would, let me know. On this day in particular, I had made Alice chicken. So it's just chicken, and you marinate it in Worcestershire sauce and then you cook it. It's super easy. You put some provolone cheese on top with some bacon and then serve it with some honey mustard, and it is absolutely delicious. It's also low carb, has minimal dishes, and is just so easy to make, which are a lot of my like requirements for making our meals. I was also thinking, instead of including them in the cleaning videos, on maybe like a Tuesday or a Thursday or something, I would put in an extra video of like just different meals that we ate that week as ideas for you guys. So just let me know if you'd be interested in seeing something like that. Laundry, laundry, laundry. It's time to cycle our laundry. I got so much laundry done this day, and I will tell you right now, I do not usually get this much laundry done, but these videos were keeping me motivated. So you guys are keeping me motivated. I definitely have the days where I put something in the wash, completely forget about it, it's sat there too long, it smells, and I have to run it again. I just think we all have those days. We should acknowledge that life gets busy, and you know, us as like females, our hormones, they change on a monthly basis. Sometimes we have way more energy than we do other times of the month, and that is just completely natural, and that's nothing we can control. But there are a lot of things you can do to get yourself more energy and be more motivated. One is watching these videos. I like to make sure I'm drinking a lot of water. I also make sure my first glass of water in the morning has like a like electrolyte packet in it. I like Propel, but being hydrated is gonna really change how you feel throughout the day. Eating healthier is gonna give you so much more energy. Making sure you're getting at least 7 hours of sleep. I know both those things are or can be very difficult. I love my sleep though, so I always make sure I'm in bed by like 9. I'm like one of those people, I have to be in bed before the sun like even sets. But it's because my kids are up super early. Working out can give you a lot of energy. I go in spurts. Like I will start working out and then I will get sick or something, and then I'll stop for a while and then start back up. I always feel so much better when I am working out, but for whatever reason, I have a really hard time getting like restarted. I come up with way too many excuses for myself. That's why. My biggest excuse has always been that I have way too much to do around the house, so I don't have enough time to work out. So sometimes though, I feel like when I am cleaning like the bathroom or even like the windows, my watch will tell me I am working out. I've even been folding laundry before and it thought like I was working out. So I would consider housework to be my workout. I think it had been my last video, or maybe it was the one before that. You guys had been commenting on like Owen's bed and how cool it is, his race car bed, and I completely realized then that I had forgotten to even really like show it to you guys or talk about it. So Owen is 3 now. I think maybe 4 or 5 months ago, maybe not that long. Anyway, he climbed out of his crib for the very first time, so we knew it was time to get him a big boy bed, and we also wanted it to be super fun for him. And I know it doesn't match his room at all, but he loves cars, so this bed has just been perfect for him. He loves it. We got it from Walmart. It's like a Delta Kids bed or something along those lines. Anyway, it's like the first thing that comes up when you search like race car bed, but he loves sleeping in it. Even when he was sick, I had him out on the couch with me because it was more comfortable for myself. And I thought he would like, sitting there watching TV and falling asleep. And he was even like, no, I want to go sleep in my race car bed. So knock on wood, we haven't had any issues with him like not wanting to sleep in this bed or climbing out of it and getting out in the middle of the night. Like once he's in here, he is set. He loves this thing so much. If you are trying to do the full hour of cleaning with me, you have made it to over the halfway mark now. So I am still working my way through our entire house. I'm finishing up Owen's room now, and next up will be Cecilia's room. So if I can knock all this out for you guys, I know you can keep going for me. Cece is 5 and she's starting to get all these little collections. This one I'm putting onto this little tray are all of her shells. I'm just trying to make it easier to move them over here, but I'm just trying to figure out a better system for that. I've seen somebody else use like these little acrylic clear bins that have drawers in them, and then they have each of their collections in one of those drawers. Kids always have their little collections that they love, all their little trinkets or whatever they find, especially outdoors like things. There was one point Cece was collecting a whole bunch of little acorns. She was like my little squirrel. And just having like a spot to be able to put them or where they can just go and see them and keep them, I think is like a great idea. If you were to walk in our house at any given time, like you didn't give me a notice, this is probably what it looks like. Cece is 5, so I think she's getting better about not just dropping things in random spots anymore, but Owen's 3, and I feel like it's just a very 3-year-old thing to do. Like, I'm done with it, so I'm just gonna leave it right here in the middle of the floor. I'm curious how you store your blankets. I know we usually like unfold these anyway at the end of the night, so like even just draping them nicely over the side of the couch would probably be fine, but I love when they're folded and put on the back of the couch. I like them on the couch because that's where we usually like want to use them, so it's like easy access. I also feel like it kind of protects the back of the couch, like the head area, because that part can get pretty gross from just like the oils and everything that are on your hair and your head. But anyway, these are just the thoughts that fill my mind sometime. I know they're completely random, but any little aspect about our house, I've probably thought about it long and hard. So I'm about to vacuum our living room, but I wanted to show you guys just how much dog hair I pick up. So I'm emptying all the vacuumed up dust and dirt and hair that I've gotten throughout the rest of our house, and I'm vacuuming up our living room carpet with an empty container. So whatever's in here is what's on this carpet. So our dog, his name is Django. He's a German Shepherd. And just in case you were thinking about getting a German Shepherd, I mean, I completely recommend it because they are the most loyal dog you will ever have. But just fair warning, they shed non-stop. So I have a full container here of just straight dog hair because he loves laying and rolling all over that carpet. So I ended up filming this over the course of 2 days. This first day I was hoping to get it all done, but that doesn't always happen. I got a late start, or later than I wanted it to be. So I'm just cycling the laundry for the last time on that day and getting our bath mats out. That way I can put them on our bathroom floor and take a nice shower with some nice warm bath mats. Always feels amazing on the bottom of my feet. And the next day we had a busy day with our homeschool group and everything, but during my kids' nap time when they got home, because they were absolutely exhausted from being out and playing with their friends, they took a really long nap, long enough for me to clean out and declutter their entire playroom, which really needed some help. So here is a quick overview of the current state of our playroom. Complete disaster. I just got these bins to help organize some of the new toys that Cecilia has gotten for Christmas and her birthday. This is a 13 by 13 like square bin I got off of Amazon, and it has that clear window so the kids can see exactly what is inside it. Something nobody ever prepares you for is the amount of tiny little pieces that go to all of these little sets of toys. Oh my goodness. Cece is 5 now and not putting toys in her mouth anymore. Thank goodness. Which means she's getting a lot more toys with a lot more smaller parts. So for now, all the new items that she got these little tiny Disney figurines. I'm putting all of those into one bin. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm also going to put all her full-size Barbies in another bin, and then the last bin I will actually use for like all her littlest pet shop is another toy set that she really likes. There are a ton of other things and toys that I will be donating from this playroom. This is always the time of year I have to go through their playroom and declutter as much as I can. We just had Christmas, of course, and we have a huge family that love to bless Owen and Cecilia with so many toys, when it can be completely overwhelming for them and myself. But anyway, not only that, we have Cecilia's birthday, which is December 29th, which is, right after Christmas. And then Owen's is January 4th, which is just 1 week after that. So this playroom always needs an overhaul after Christmas and their birthdays. I might as well put it on a date on the calendar to do every single year because I know it's going to happen. So this is a quick overview of what I've got going on in these bins. I have all her littlest pet shop, the Barbies, the small Disney figurines. You can still see them all through the little windows, so it'll make it easy to pick them out from the shelf. The set I got from Amazon came with 4 bins, so the 4th bin, I'm actually putting all of Owen's little cars in. These are his absolute favorite. He loves his little Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars. I was definitely embarrassed to film how bad this playroom has gotten, but I also know this could be full of so much motivation for anybody else that's kind of dealing with the same problem that I am. This is definitely the result of not picking up and cleaning up this playroom for over like a week or two, and when it gets this bad, there's no way I'm gonna ask my kids to pick this up because they're just gonna be completely overwhelmed with it. Like, I'm completely overwhelmed with it. I don't know how I would expect a 5 and a 3-year-old to pick this up. So I needed to get it back to a state that they would actually be able to just pick out the toys that they want to play with, and before they get anything else, put away whatever they were playing with before getting something else. That's the system I like to have. But nothing in life is perfect. We get busy. I'm rushing around sometimes. The playroom and making sure it's clean is not always on my highest priority list. So in the end, it ends up looking like this. It looks like a little tornado went through it because there were 2 little tiny human tornadoes that came through this playroom. My kids' favorite thing to do right now is dress up. So we have our little dress up corner right here. I keep all the accessories in this pink bin, and then all the outfits are hanging on this little rack. I'm also going through everything and making sure I throw away anything that is disposable and anything that needs to be donated. Like, she doesn't need 5 purses, so I've gotten rid of a few of those, and usually I will actually work with Cece as I'm decluttering. This time around, I just wanted to get it done so quickly because it was just such a wreck. So anything that I ended up donating, I ended up putting the toys in my room, and anything I know Cece may ask for, I'm keeping for just a little bit just to make sure. And if she doesn't even notice it's gone, it's going to the donation center. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I think you're usually supposed to work with your kids to help them learn how to declutter, but this time around, I just wanted to get rid of as much as I possibly could. So I'm going through everything on the shelves. I'm getting and donating anything that I know they don't really play with anymore. And then I also wanted to make room. I needed at least 4 open spaces for the new toys that they got for Christmas with those new bins that I got from Amazon. So at first I was thinking I would put them on the bottom, but then decided I'd just put them on the top with the other bins. I absolutely love the clear front. I wish I had gotten these for the original 4 that I have in here. They just work so well for kids when, you know, they have no idea what's in the bin. So these they can see right through. It may not look, you know, as clean, I guess, as it could, but it's just way more functional for kids. Here's everything I was able to take out of this space today. So there's lots of donations here, and there's also a lot of trash that I will also be getting rid of. Cece and Owen had woken up from their nap at this point, so I had to pick up all that stuff on the floor and get it out of there before they could see it. And now I'm tackling just this whole shelf area. It's a complete mess. I can't get to anything that I need without a ton of other things just falling on top of each other. So we are cleaning this out, getting rid of anything we don't actually need, and reorganizing so that it is completely functional and we can actually use all the crafts and different things that are up here. So it may not be picture perfect, but it is way more functional, and that's all I was hoping for, because what it was before was definitely not. Like, I didn't even like looking at it. I didn't like bringing any of the crafts out because it was just a complete mess and everything would fall when I just got one thing out. So now it's easy to get to whatever we need, and I am way more willing to get out a craft for Cece. I had filmed so much the day prior, which is everything that you saw earlier in this video, and then everything with just cleaning out this playroom and decluttering. I maxed out the storage on my camera. Like, I could not film anything else, so it kept cutting out on me. So I had to move things to my computer so that I could make more space on my camera because I was not done yet. I still needed to clean out the closet and clean the kids' bathroom. That's the last room in our house that I have not cleaned in this video, and that is coming up next. It's like a breath of fresh air in that playroom. Now I'm gonna knock out the kids' bathroom. I'll start by just putting everything away, wiping everything down, and then I will clean out this closet. It's a very small closet, but it also gets a lot of use, and I definitely need to clean it out. I had full intentions of cleaning it out whenever I did my decluttering series, but I could never figure out a nice spot to fit it in to like one of my little videos or episodes or whatever you want to call them. So it never ended up getting done because it was just such a small space. So I couldn't just do one video on it. But anyway, we are cleaning it out today. We are finally doing it. I've been dying to share this like bow organizer. I got it off of Amazon for Cece for Christmas, and it has been a game changer for storing her bows. So I have it here behind the bathroom door so you can easily see all of the bows, but there's also the little like pouches for all of her little hair clips and hair ties. It's just been so perfect. I'm using Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and then the Scrub Daddy to clean the inside of the sink. Usually I can feel the resistance with the sponge and where I really need to scrub and get all that buildup. I have also been trying to wear gloves whenever possible if I am cleaning out anything with like water. My hands have been drying out so quickly, mostly because the air has just been so much colder and less humid, so everything just gets dried out. But anyway, gloves. Use gloves to save your hands. I like to clean my kids' bath mat by just throwing it through the wash with some towels. It's so easy and it comes out so clean every single time. For the bathtub itself, I'm just using half water, half vinegar and spraying it all over the tub. I let it sit for about 10 minutes before scrubbing it all off. I'm definitely not, totally opposed to using stronger products when I need to. Like if it's gotten completely out of the control and there's mold everywhere, I will use bleach to kill all of that mold. No doubt about that. But if I stay on top of it on a regular basis, I can just use natural products like vinegar to clean their tub, and I much rather do that. So I'm going to be washing their bath mat here in our washer, and I'm just filling the tub with our regular detergent, and I'm even doing some softener because I'm putting some towels in there. It really doesn't make a difference with the bath mat, but I'm making sure to use the hottest water possible, and then I always make sure that the bath mat is folded so that all of those little suction cups are facing out. That way it doesn't stick to itself and it doesn't end up getting washed. And then I'll just put towels on the outside and inside of it. And it always comes out so clean. I got this shower head off of Amazon and I love it. It has this little button on the top and you can actually make it into a little power washer, so it's easier to rinse off the bathtub or shower. I was just looking for a shower head that was extendable so it was easier to wash my kids' hair, but when I saw this one I was like, oh, yep, this is it, because this makes cleaning the tub so convenient. Here is our beautifully clean bath mat after going through our washer. I have finally made it to my kids' bathroom closet. So I'm going to start by taking absolutely everything out. I'm kind of putting it on their bathroom countertop and grouping like items together, throwing away any trash. This closet, it's been so long since I've cleaned it out and it's become an absolute wreck. I open and use this closet at least minimum 2 times a day, so that's 2 times I have to open this and see this complete wreck. So it is time to clean this out, get it organized, and now when I open it, it's gonna be beautiful, clean, and organized and functional. That's the main idea. So I will be filled with those happy thoughts instead of all that dread that I was feeling before anytime I opened this closet. Here is the final view of this closet. It looks fantastic. It's completely functional. Here's everything we are getting rid of out of this closet, grouped together so I can easily see for one video before. This video is over an hour long. I know you guys love the longer videos, so I hope you enjoy this one. Each of the 5 days that I cleaned for this video, I focused on a different area in our house. So the first day I focused on our master bedroom here. To save time, I like taking my sheets off my bed, running them through the wash, and then putting them straight back on our bed. That way I don't have to fold anything later. But to make this a deep cleaning, I am making sure to take off all of my covers, my duvet covers getting washed, or actual duvet or comforter, whatever you want to call it's getting washed. Everything and anything I can take off our bed is getting washed. There are also so many nooks and crannies in our bedroom that are just covered in dirt and dust. Cannot wait to show you those. And we have an ottoman that I had gotten off of Facebook Marketplace. Oh my goodness, just wait until you see the amount of dirt and gunk I get off of that. It's disgusting, but also extremely satisfying to get everything nice and clean. So how has this past week been for you? Our weeks are definitely getting a little bit busier. My kids are getting a little bit older, so they've got more activities and different things that we're starting to go to. I have a 5 and a 3-year-old. Our 3-year-old still needs to nap, so no matter what, I'm always back here at home around 12 o'clock, making sure he gets down for his nap because he won't nap anywhere else. And it is just not worth skipping nap time to me. And my 5-year-old daughter, she gets a nice quiet time. She spends at least an hour in either the playroom or her bedroom, but she needs to be quiet. I feel like kids really need that downtime, but also as parents, we really need at least that hour of just complete silence. Or if you're like me and you're a little bit crazy, you will spend that time deep cleaning, which is what I did most of this past week for this video. But man, is this video just so satisfying. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be using some baking soda to clean our mattress. Initially, I started off with a sifter because I thought that would help kind of distribute it a little bit better. It did not, so don't try that. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over our mattress. Baking soda helps just soak in any of the moisture and odor causing particles and everything. You also need to let it sit for at least a half an hour, but the longer you let it sit, the better it's going to work. So while I clean up and deep clean the rest of our master bedroom, I'm gonna let that baking soda sit and work on our mattress. I definitely do not dust furniture off nearly as much as I think I should, but I'm making sure I am dusting absolutely every part of our furniture in our room off today. I also wanted to make sure I moved it so that I could clean behind it. We have these windows on either side of our bed here, and I can't remember the last time I dusted off these blinds. So I'm just starting off with a Swiffer duster, trying to catch as much dust as possible. It is so tedious to go through every single blind, which is why it's been so long since I've dusted these off. If you don't go as long in between, I feel like you can get away with just closing the blinds and then using like a multi-purpose spray and a microfiber cloth and wiping them completely down. You'll see me do that after this, just to make sure I get like them absolutely as clean as possible. But I wanted to make sure I got all that dust off, otherwise I felt like there was so much it was just going to get caught and gunked up all over the blinds. Our nightstand is usually in front of this windowsill, so I don't dust it off nearly as much as I should. I think it's so weird and random, but there's like dirt that gets built up on our windowsills. I don't know if it's the seal or what around them that needs to be replaced. We don't ever open these windows, so it's not because they're open. Some of it is bugs. I know bugs will always find a way in somehow. We do live in Florida, so it's like inevitable that we will have some bugs. But anyway, I'm onto my husband's side. I'm making sure to do exactly the same thing. I'm wiping down all of the furniture, moving the nightstand out of the way so that we can get a nice deep clean behind here and make sure I get his windowsill and blinds just as clean as mine. So again, I'm just using the Swiffer to get the majority of the dust on here because it had been so long since I dusted these blinds off. And then I will close them, use a multi-purpose spray, and completely wipe them down. I feel like right here you can really see just how much dirt kind of just accumulates right here on the windowsill. Some of it is bugs, but we don't ever open this window, so it just doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm cleaning it up and it feels so good. I put up this accent wood and painted this wall in February of 2021, and I have not dusted the ledges on here, so this is 4 years of dust that I am taking off of just these small little ledges on this accent wall. There's just something satisfying about seeing how much dust you get off of something, so that all came from that wall. Now that the baking soda had been sitting on our mattress for at least 30 minutes, probably closer to an hour now after I did all of that, I'm going to vacuum all of it up. Whenever a load is done, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and cycle the laundry. I like to wash everything in the order that I'm going to be putting it back on our bed. So the first thing I washed was the mattress protector. It's also kind of like a cushion as well, so it's on the bigger side, so I have to wash it by itself. But I will continue washing in order of how I put it back on our bed. So next up will be our sheets, and the last thing will be our comforter with the duvet cover. If your fan is covered in dust and it's hard to control it, I recommend putting a pillowcase over it and trapping as much dust as possible. Our fan in here actually wasn't too bad, so I felt like I could capture all of it with our microfiber cloth. But again, I just love seeing how much dust I can get off of something. I'm also going to be taking off our little glass bulb here on our light because it does like to gather a few bugs, so I'm just making sure to rinse it out and get it nice and clean. I still had these command hooks on our headboard here from Christmas. I had a piece of garland up here, so I used the command hooks to hold it in place. There's also just small little bits of the garland left up here, so it's time to dust all of this off. And because our headboard is upholstered and tufted, I am making sure to vacuum it. It can capture so much just dust that you're not aware of, so I just put on the attachment onto our vacuum and vacuum it all off. Tedious yet necessary, this is our third and final window in our master bedroom that I have not dusted in a very long time. So anyway, it felt so good to be able to open and close our blinds after doing this and not see a ton of dust fly everywhere. So maybe I'll start doing this more often. I probably should. And just like my other blinds, I'm using Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and my microfiber cloth just to wipe them the rest of the way down and make sure they are as clean as possible. You can see outside our window here, we have been getting so much sun again here in Florida, and we have been having like 80s, like high 80s on the regular, so it's actually been quite warm. I really miss the cold, but I hope all of you that are up north are starting to see some warmer weather. I know you guys have been freezing cold, so spring is right around the corner. Hang in there. Okay, time to tell you all about this ottoman if you have not heard about it already. I completely redid this little corner in our room and made it into a reading nook. We used to have a desk here, but I got rid of the desk. I really wanted a comfy corner to read all of my books. So I kind of challenged myself when I put together this corner. So basically my budget was whatever I sold the desk and the chair and everything that was in that little office corner is what my budget was going to be to make my cozy corner. So I got this chair off of Facebook Marketplace, extremely cheap, but I feel like it kind of came at a price, and you can see just how disgusting it is. Like, I'm sucking up so much dirt on this ottoman. So this has kind of been sitting on the side. As soon as I brought the chair in, I didn't even sit in it until I washed it, so that has been completely cleaned, but I wasn't positive that I wanted to keep this ottoman because it didn't quite fit in our bedroom. So I didn't take the time to wash it right away because it does take a lot of time to deep clean something like this. So to use it, I have to pull it back and forth, and that is what I've decided to do because it just makes it so much more comfortable to sit in this corner and put my feet up while I'm reading my books. So because this is like an ottoman and it's somewhere you can put your feet up, I feel like people were using their shoes on this. It is absolutely disgusting. There's also a spill on the side of it that looked like it could have been coffee at some point. I don't know. So I got all of it out. I did multiple passes on this ottoman. I don't show every single pass I make because I didn't want to make it completely repetitive. But this ottoman is squeaky clean now. It's probably as clean as it's ever been. And you have to see the water. I don't know if it's satisfying or disgusting, but a little bit of both. I do share it after I'm done cleaning the entire ottoman. Even though it takes a while to really like deep clean like used furniture, I just find it so worth it. Like, older furniture is made better, the quality is so much higher, the cushions seem so much better, they last so much longer. I feel like used furniture can have a bad rep, but I am like here to tell you new furniture definitely is not all that cracked up to be. It's one, like incredibly expensive, and two, they just do not make them as sturdy as they used to. Multiple passes later, the ottoman feels as clean as it will possibly get, and this is the water that came out of it. It looks like mud. It looks like mud came out of the ottoman, and it's so gross. I even made sure to clean it a few more times until I knew it was like literally as clean as it was possibly going to get. One of my New Year's resolutions is just to make our house easier to clean, and one of those things that I've been thinking about is this TV. So I want to mount it to the wall in here, and that'll just make cleaning the top of this dresser so much easier. There's just, I feel like, so many little things around our house that I could change to make it just a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to be doing some vacuuming in our room now, but I'm going to make it slow vacuuming. So like this video is already sped up, but I'm going as like slow as I possibly can to pick up as much dust and dirt from within our carpet with our vacuum. The first piece of bedding is done and ready to be put back on our bed, so I brought that into our room and I'm cycling all the rest of our bed sheets. At this point, my kids did wake up from their nap and I don't get nearly as much done after they wake up, but this is just day 1 of 5, so we still have so much more deep cleaning in the rest of this video. But on the rest of this day 1, I will be just cycling the loads of laundry in between making dinner and doing everything I need for my kids. When they are up and about, it is definitely a lot harder to get any deep cleaning done, let alone just regular like housework. If you have made it this far in today's video, let me know in the comments. We still have like an hour left in this video. It is insanely long, so let me know if you are cleaning along with me. If you are, what is your to-do list? Make sure you are writing it down, because if you write it down, you are so much more likely to get it done. You can see the time passing by the light in our windows. The sun is starting to set, and the only thing keeping me going is knowing I need to get all of these sheets back on our bed before I go to bed on this night. I got so much done on day 1, but I still get so much more done on the rest of the 4 days that I do some deep cleaning all around our house. I had so much energy and so much motivation to get some deep cleaning done, so I really hope that I am spreading that motivation with you today, and if I am, I hope you hit that thumbs up for me in this video. My watch started to auto-detect that I was working out for 13 minutes. So there's proof that when you are cleaning and making your bed and doing things like that, it's considered a workout. And judging by how sore my muscles were after all the deep cleaning I did this week, I definitely consider everything I did a workout. This is our duvet cover, and it was the last thing I needed to wash for our master bedroom. I know the covers can be hard to put back on, so I'll share how I like to do it because I feel like it makes it a lot easier. So I already have the insert like laying on our bed, and then the cover I'm putting on top of it, but it's inside out. These are just little duvet clips. They're a little bit padded, and I just put one on each of the corners so that it holds the duvet cover nice and tight to the insert. And then once I have everything clipped together, I just reach inside and pull it right side out. I know, like, a duvet cover versus a comforter versus a quilt is a huge topic of discussion. So I'm curious what you like, but I really like having the cover over it just because I feel like it keeps it cleaner and it fits better in our washer when it's time to clean it. I know it makes for just a little bit more work, but I really do like having the cover. I also like the idea of being able to easily change it out into something else, although I've always had the white one, so I don't know if I'll ever change it to another color, maybe one day. We have reached the end of day 1, so I'm on to my second day of deep cleaning. I am going to be doing some major deep cleaning here in our master bathroom. Before I do any deep cleaning, I always feel like I have to just tidy up, put everything back where it belongs first, and then wipe everything down how I normally do when I'm cleaning our bathroom, and then finally get to the deep cleaning, which is what I typically don't have enough time to do. But really focusing on one room a day really helped me. So being able to just clean up the room super quickly and then focus on the deep cleaning, I was finally able to get to that point. Otherwise, I'll just be all throughout our house and it'll take me all day to clean up, versus if I just focus on one room, I can really get some good deep cleaning done. I like using disinfecting wipes all over our countertops. I'll wash off our faucet and all of the handles with them as well. I like to make sure I get all of the door handles and the light switches, basically anything and everything you touch in the bathroom on a regular basis. I like to make sure I wipe down with the disinfecting wipes. I've been using the Scrub Daddy sponge a lot more often throughout the rest of our house. I really like how it scrubs everything. I definitely do not use the same one for cleaning our dishes. I want to make sure that is clear. Definitely don't want to mix those ones up. My kids actually picked it out from the store. They loved the smiley face like on the sponge, and I'd seen so many other people using it, so I finally decided to try it out, and I definitely love this thing. Cleaning our toilet was the last thing I needed to do before starting some deep cleaning in here, and I will be starting with the toilet with our deep cleaning. I'm going to break out our steam cleaner. I love my steam cleaner. I'll be using it a lot here in the bathroom. Our steam cleaner is actually something my husband got to try and like detail clean his car. That didn't last long, and now I use it more than he does. But anyway, it is definitely a heavy duty steam cleaner. It has a bunch of different attachments, which is why I love it. It's so versatile. But I'm going to be using it to get in all these nooks and crannies inside our toilet area. So I've seen some toilets where you can just lift up the toilet seat and it comes right out. Ours is very difficult. It's not that easy to bring up, but I like the steam cleaner because I can just spray it right in there and it cleans it all out. So I'm going to take all of our bath mats and I'm going to put them through our washer and get those nice and clean. And while those get washed, I'm going to focus now on our shower. This shower has been completely neglected as of recently, and you can really see it when you look into the corners and all the nooks and crannies. The glass has been completely etched with hard water, so I'm going to show you guys how I like to get that off. This hard water stain remover is absolutely amazing. It works so well, and I love these drill brush attachments. They just make scrubbing so much easier. You just attach it to your drill and it does all the scrubbing for you at a push of a button. So I used it by putting the hard water stain remover onto the brush, and then I'm just using my drill brush attachment on the drill to really scrub at all of the hard water marks on our glass, and it will make it look absolutely new. We have a well water system here in Florida, and Florida's water is so notorious for being extremely hard, so we've always struggled with hard water marks and how to remove them. I remember the first time I had bought this product and used it on our shower here. We had been struggling so much with the hard water marks that we could never get any of it off. And I had used this for the first time, and my husband came home and he thought I had somehow removed the door on our shower, and he was like, "Where is our door?" But it was because it was so clear and we just were not used to it being crystal clear. This product works so well. I will make sure it's linked on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with it or anything. I completely recommend it. It works better than anything I have ever tried. You can also use it with just a regular washcloth or scrub brush, or even that Scrub Daddy. I'm just going all out here with the drill brush. It just makes it a little bit easier, and it really scrubs at it very quickly. But I definitely recommend the Scrub Daddy. That also works great with this product. So I'm going to rinse off the door now. I think it's easier to rinse it off right away than let it sit. So you will get to see exactly how clean it makes this glass. I'll get a nice up close so you can see it removed all of those hard water marks. I just absolutely love this product. I had been staring at such a cloudy door for the longest time, so looking through it now, it just looks crystal clear, and without the little water drops, it's hard to even tell there's glass there. Now that I have the glass clean and my steam cleaner is still warmed up, I'm going to use it in all the nooks and crannies around our shower. I love using it on the bottom of the shower door here. This gets so much gunk underneath it. So like the steam cleaner just like shoots all of it out with some really steamy hot water. So I'm not using any like harsh chemicals or anything. So it's making everything look completely new with just hot water. So I will be using a mixture of just the steam cleaner and my drill brush all around our shower and getting it nice and clean. Now it can be a huge dream to have a nice big shower. You know, those are always on so many Pinterest boards and dream boards. But once you have to start cleaning it, my goodness, you are not going to want that big shower anymore unless you have a cleaning lady, but I do not. So I'm the one that has to clean it. Typically, I like to clean it while I'm actually like taking a shower. It's a lot easier to wipe everything down, but you know, life kind of happens and you go a long period without cleaning it and it gets so gross. So I'm taking the drill brush to every part of our shower and making sure to get in all those nooks and crannies and corners, and just, I like the drill brush because it just quickly scrubs away at the tile. The brush is like soft enough, it doesn't scratch our tile or anything either, but it really gets up all of the soap scum and mildew and anything that's just kind of like stuck on there. I definitely got my squats and my workout in for today just by cleaning our shower here. I was not wearing my watch while I was cleaning our shower just because I didn't want to get it like all wet or anything, but I'm pretty sure it would have detected an auto workout. And how great is cleaning? You're like getting something done that needs to get done around your house and you're working out. So it's like getting two things done at once. It's great. This is another attachment on my steam cleaner. It has this head that you can put on and it has like a scrub brush on it. I like using it on the floor in here. It makes cleaning it a lot easier. It also has another attachment to make it longer so you don't have to bend over as far. I don't know why I didn't take the time to put that one on. I guess I figured it was just going to be faster. But anyway, clean shower. I am not clean. You can see how gross I got after that. It is definitely time for me to change after getting all this stuff back in here. I like using this hard floor sanitizer in our vacuum mop to clean the floor. Like, not only is it sanitizing our floors, but it smells great. I love the smell of this. I don't think it has like a particular smell, it smells clean. That's the only way I can describe it. This was the end of my second day of deep cleaning. We still got 3 more to go. So on my third day, I had focused on the kitchen. I'm pretty sure this was like right after dinner. We had a really long day. So I'm like cleaning up. I had taken everybody off of like kitchen duty. Usually we're all cleaning up together. But I had done a super easy meal with minimal dishes, so there wasn't as much cleanup, and I filmed every single one of our meals this week. So I will be sharing that meal and 7 total in a video with you guys because you had such a response to my last video, I had asked you guys if you wanted me to share some of my recipes, so I'm gonna put those all together into one video for you guys so that you can get some really good, easy meal ideas for you and your families. So be on the lookout next week for that video. It'll be like a bonus video. I'll still be doing my cleaning videos every single Sunday, but the cooking one will be a bonus because that's not typically what I do, and I decided it was just going to be completely different than my regular cleaning videos, so I didn't want to like kind of include it into one of my regular videos. So extra video for you guys next week just for those recipes. So I'm definitely not able to do some serious deep cleaning every single day. It really depends on what we have going on that day, what my kids are doing, whether or not I need to bring them somewhere. I've also been doing more homeschool work with Cece now that she turned 5. We joined a homeschool group that meets at least once, sometimes twice a week, and I also have a Bible study that I go to with my kids once every other week as well. So some weeks are busier than others. I'm also a nurse, so I go to work once a week at the hospital. YouTube is not my full-time job. I wish it were, but all of this to say, I know life can get incredibly busy. I am there. I am in the depths of it with my kids, but housework is always going to be there, and sometimes it goes on the back burner, and other times you're feeling super motivated and getting it all done. And this week I was getting it done, so I really hope I'm sharing this motivation with you because I know it can just be really hard to find that motivation sometimes. I'm going to be wiping down all of our cabinets, so I'm just using Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and a microfiber cloth. I've tried in the past, I tried getting out my mop bucket, my O-Cedar mop with the O-Cedar head and everything, and it worked pretty well. I felt like it made it pretty easy, but you still have the cleanup of the mop bucket water, you still have to fill it up. So I have found just using my multi-purpose spray with my microfiber cloth is still like way easier in the long run. It doesn't take nearly as much time for me to get out or clean it up after. My favorite time to clean is when our house is empty. So I've been sending my husband out with the kids after dinner so that I can get some cleaning done in a quiet house that isn't getting completely trampled on after I've cleaned an area. Because with my kids, it'll be like if I clean like the living room or something, and then get that done and move on to another area, the living room is going to be a disaster in another 5 minutes while I'm cleaning the other area. So I am able to get so much more cleaning done when they are not in the house. So they've just been going in our backyard and they'll play on the playground while I do some cleaning. My husband's back there with them. But when I don't have all those distractions, I can get so much more done, and then I have more time to be with them at the end of the day. I definitely should have gotten a close-up of the cabinets before cleaning them so you guys could see everything that I'm just wiping off here. There's so many like drips and different things that come from the sink area whenever we're washing dishes, or our dog has allergies and his nose gets on things. So you can see all those marks on our cabinets when I haven't cleaned them in a while. So I'm wiping all of that up and making it look brand new. All I use is like Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and a microfiber cloth, and it makes it look so good. Time to wipe down our fridge. It's been collecting so many pieces of artwork from Cecilia. She's like my little artist. Her imagination has just been going wild after she turned 5, and her drawings have just been so good. I'm using water and vinegar to clean our fridge. I've found that it works great on stainless steel. It makes it completely streak-free, and it's completely natural, which is the best part. I like using microfiber cloths a lot, but right now I'm actually using an old bamboo burp cloth from my kids. When I went through and decluttered everything, someone had recommended using old burp cloths for cleaning, and I can attest to that now. They work great. So that is what I was able to get done on day 3 with our kitchen. Day 4, I am spending my time here with our kids in the playroom. I'm gonna put on some cleaning music. This is my favorite cleaning playlist for my kids on Spotify. It has some really catchy cleanup songs for kids, and it really helps them just keep going. My kids are 5 and 3. So Cece, she is 5, and she's been doing great cleaning up by herself. Owen, who's 3, is just now, really starting to get a hang of it. He knows where a lot of things are supposed to go, but I do have to help him a lot. So usually I help him by handing him something and asking him to put that away specifically, and he'll know exactly where he should put it. Or if it's like a group of things, like a whole bunch of Legos on the floor, he'll know to just pick up the Legos and put those in the bin that they're supposed to go in. But I definitely think teaching kids how to clean up and do chores around the house is so beneficial, not just for like us as parents, but for them as they get older. And it just gives them like a sense of pride and belonging. And I feel like everybody needs to contribute to cleaning in the upkeep of our homes. Cece loves vacuuming. She's loved vacuuming since she could like hold it up all by herself. She's actually been starting to get pretty good about getting all the areas of the floor and not just focusing on one small little area. I am so proud of her, and she would keep going for hours if I would let her. She definitely like takes after me when it comes to cleaning. The vacuum is plugged in, so Cece can run that all day without it running out of battery or getting water everywhere. So now that she's done vacuuming, I'm going to use our vacuum mop. I know I didn't need to vacuum first, but I love giving Cece the opportunity to practice with the vacuum and use it. But we definitely needed to mop in here. We had a family game night, and 4 of their cousins had been over. It's hard to keep track of where all the drinks are sometimes too, and one of them did have a soda that spilt on the floor in here, so there were some random sticky spots all around the floor, so it needed to be mopped. And this is what I was able to do on day 4. Now I'm going to be moving to day 5, and I got a lot done on day 5. So here we are on our porch. So this whole porch is going to get a refresh. It is so dirty. These cushions are all going to get washed. My kids love using them all around the porch, and they use them to make like forts and everything. So there's dirt, there's dog hair, there's mud all over them. This carpet, it looks okay from this point of view, but if you get close to it, you can see just how dirty it is. And everything is going to get pressure washed out here. It's going to be so clean and so satisfying. I know this is the first area a lot of people like to spring clean as soon as it starts getting warmer outside, so I hope this gives you some motivation to clean up your own porch. I can get off a lot of dirt and everything from these mats just by shaking them out, but I always use the vacuum on them just to get all the dog hair. Our German Shepherd, Django, his hair gets on everything and it sticks. So the vacuum is the only way I'm able to get these mats completely clean and get all that dog hair out. But I'm picking them up off the floor so that I can do a pressure wash of the entire back porch. It's hard to tell how dirty this actually is, but for the most part it's supposed to be white and not this like tannish color. It also has lots of different really muddy areas, and as I pressure wash it you'll really see how dirty it is. So we have a German Shepherd, Django. I've told you guys about him before, and you'll see him like all throughout the videos. But he goes in and out of the backyard and brings all the mud in with him. I haven't like found any way around it, but I'm just grateful that most of the mud gets caught on this rug rather than like him bringing it inside. So it's okay, I can wash this off with the pressure washer whenever I need to. It is an outdoor rug, so no matter what, even if we didn't have a dog, it's gonna get super muddy and gross anyway. Basically anything on this back porch gets covered in dirt and needs to be washed off. I also like taking care of the things that I already have. I know I can go out and buy a new rug instead of taking the time to pressure wash it off, but 1, that's super expensive, and 2, I love this rug. I think it's so pretty, and I think it's actually super satisfying to pressure wash things off. I also don't like to unnecessarily like waste anything. I will use something until it is like completely worn out. But anyway, I'm just using a small pressure washer. This isn't even like a huge heavy duty one. It's a small like Ryobi electric pressure washer, nothing fancy. I know a bigger one would probably make this job a lot faster, but this works. This is also a great like just multi-purpose spray to clean things off. I like using it on our screens. I like using it on my kids' like playhouse because that gets covered in just bugs and just mud, and this makes it so easy to just wash it off. So the pressure washer on this mat really helps just to bring up all that dirt and loosen it. but I've noticed that a lot of the dirty water, if it just continues to sit on it, it doesn't really like go away, and it makes it kind of difficult to wash it completely off of the rug. So I'm not only gonna just pressure wash this, I actually bring out my carpet cleaner just to help soak up the rest of that like dirty water. This might work better with the pressure washer if I brought it out to our front yard and put it like on the slope of our driveway just so that the water kind of drains off of it. But here on our back porch, it doesn't drain very well, so it ends up just kind of sitting on top of the rug. So anyway, a mixture of pressure washing it to loosen all of the dirt and then just clearing off as much water as possible, plus using our carpet cleaner. That together makes this carpet look brand new. I've tried just using the carpet cleaner in the past, and that doesn't loosen up nearly as much of the dirt as this pressure washer does. Kind of hard to see, but I do let my kids play with chalk sometimes on this back porch, and usually they are pretty good about just keeping it on the floor, which is super easy to take a hose to and clean it off. But every once in a while they will start drawing on the wall, so I'm just taking the time to wash that all off. It was kind of hard to see anyway, it wasn't that bad, but this pressure washer makes cleaning off our back porch so easy. I just spray everything off. I'm using the pressure washer to clean off all of our screens. There are so many like spider webs all over them, little like flies, or I'm not even sure what they're called. They're like muddy things. Anyway, they make these little tiny nests on the screen. So I'm just spraying all of those off, and it just makes cleaning our screens so easy. So I am basically drenching everything here on the porch, but it makes cleaning it a lot easier, and it dries so quickly. The cement makes it dry quickly, but it's also like 80 degrees outside and super sunny and hot. I'm already wearing shorts and a t-shirt. It's not cold here in Florida anymore, so it felt really good to get this porch all cleaned up and ready for some summer fun. I know we're going to be spending a lot more time in our backyard this year with some water activities and everything with the kids. Our porch and our backyard get a lot of use already anyway, no matter if it's hot or cold. So just being able to come out here and enjoy it while it's clean just makes it so much better. I'm done pressure washing everything off, so while it kind of dries and the back porch airs out, I'm going to wash our sliding glass windows. So I'm just using a bucket of water with some Dawn dish soap, and I'm scrubbing them all down, and then all I do is use a squeegee to wipe them clean. Our sliding glass doors get the most fingerprints on them anywhere else in our house, and usually I gave up. I gave up a long time ago when it comes to cleaning these windows because it only takes a few minutes of my kids being up for these windows to get covered in fingerprints, and I have just come to accept that. So whenever they are clean, I really enjoy them, but I'm also enjoying all their little fingerprints on everything because I know it's not going to last forever. But I also want you guys to know that our house is definitely not perfectly clean all the time. If it was, I wouldn't have any content for these videos. So I want to thank my kids for making all these messes so that I can motivate you guys to clean too. Where I put this rug has dried for the most part. The rug itself still has a lot of water kind of still in it, so I'm going to use my carpet cleaner to get a lot of that water out. The pressure washer that I used earlier really helped to loosen up a lot of the dirt, so now I'm just picking it all up with our carpet cleaner. So here is all the muddy water it took out of this rug. Even after pressure washing it, it's just soaking it all up rather than it just kind of sitting there on top of it. I also made sure to do a few passes just to make sure I got as much water off of this rug as possible. I definitely don't share this part nearly as much as I probably should, but I definitely take care of all of my cleaning equipment. Whenever you get something new like this, definitely take the time to figure out how all the pieces come apart so that you can wash them off and keep your machine running as long as possible. Machines like this carpet cleaner can get really gunked up if they're not washed and cleaned properly, but I've just made it part of my routine when I'm cleaning. So whenever I am done with the machine, I will make sure to clean it off and keep it running as smoothly for as long as possible. I'm using the same upholstery cleaner that I did at the beginning of this video, but this time I'm using it to quickly clean up these pillows and these cushions. Cece and Owen love to take these pillows and the cushions off and build forts with them. They get all over the floor, that dirty floor before I cleaned it, and they get covered in dog hair and who knows what. So we're cleaning all of that off of them now. Regardless of our kids and our dog and everything, I feel like anything that's left out on the porch gets dirty so quickly. So even if we didn't have kids, I know this would get covered in dirt. So I'm so grateful for this upholstery cleaner because I'm able to quickly and easily clean all of that dirt and grime off. let me know in the comments if you're still watching. And if I have been able to give you any motivation today, I hope you hit the thumbs up for me. That is always the best way you can help support any of your favorite YouTubers, not just myself, by leaving a comment and hitting that thumbs up. It really helps get our videos out there to other people that need motivation, and it just helps show your appreciation for our videos. So I appreciate every single one of those. I love hearing from you guys too. The only way I know if you are watching is if you leave a comment. So I love seeing all my regular commenters down there. I appreciate you guys so much. Hello and welcome. My name is Shelby Marybeth, and I am dedicating today's video to anybody that just has a lot of things they need to get done but don't have the motivation to do it, don't feel up to it. It's like the last thing you want to do right now, because that is exactly how I felt. But sometimes you just need to get up, get moving, and get things done. So first things first, I went and picked up my Walmart grocery pickup order this morning. I usually make it the night before, that way I can pick it up first thing in the morning. I used to do the delivery to our door, but I've been trying to budget more and I save a lot by just going to pick it up. Plus, it's not that far from us, so it doesn't take up too much time. I always get everything unbagged first so I can see it, and then I'll put away the cold items before the pantry ones. But anyway, while I'm cleaning all this up, how are you guys doing? I know in the northern states, you guys have had so much snow, so I really hope you guys are staying warm. I really hope you're getting some warmer weather soon. Spring is right around the corner. It's so close. I know slowly but surely the sun is staying out longer. I live in Florida, so it's already started to warm up quite a bit, but we will be going to Wisconsin soon to go see some family. I'm super excited because they're supposed to have a lot of snow when we get up there, and the kids are going to have so much fun. I got these baskets for our fruit off Amazon a while ago, and they work fantastic. I love them so much. They even have these little hangers here that you can hang your bananas on. So I used to have a fruit basket on our counter, and my kids love fruit. They'll eat fruit all day, but they would take just one apple, take one bite, and then put it back in the basket. So to try and keep them from doing that, I got these baskets and put them on the side of the cabinet. But I also love how it keeps them up off of our counter, so I always like sharing those. So right after I was done putting away the groceries, I finally had sat down with my coffee and woke up just a little bit more. I was definitely not feeling like getting anything done, but I knew I needed to because we were going to have such a busy week, and this was the only day I had to get anything done. So I sat down with my coffee, and then I got dressed in some comfier clothes to do some cleaning and anything else I needed to do around the house. I don't know about you, but I could not clean in jeans or anything that's too tight. I like my yoga pants and my t-shirts. But I also just took the time to clean myself up, brush my teeth, to do my hair a little bit, and I just felt so much better and more motivated to get things done. So if you are not feeling motivated right now, I really hope this video gets you up and going. The one thing I'm surprisingly on top of right now are dishes. even our dishwasher is completely empty. So I'm going to keep it that way and just put all of these dishes inside of our dishwasher and just stay on top of it. To clean our sink, I've been just using our Dawn spray. It's my DIY spray, so I've shared it in the past and I didn't need to refill it this time, but the majority of it is just water, and then it's about a 1/4 cup of dish soap and about a teaspoon of rubbing alcohol. That's it. You mix it together back in that bottle and you have a Dawn spray at a fraction of the cost, and it's so easy to refill. When we clean our stove, I've been using like a razor blade with this handle. It was actually my husband's. He had this out in the garage, but I've been using it on our stove here. So it's been staying in our kitchen now, and I love it. It cleans it so well, and it makes it just so much easier. So recommend getting one of these. It's great. By the end of the day, I'm sure I'm going to have plenty more artwork to put back on our fridge, but I need to get our calendar like ready for February. We're already like 2 weeks into February and I had not set up the calendar yet. So here I am putting in all the dates and pretending like it's been here for the entire month. But anyway, I like having it right here on the fridge just because it's a easy reminder of like what's going on, what I need to plan. I always see it like 10 times a day each time I'm opening our refrigerator, so it's a really good reminder. I'm starting in our master bedroom now. I had a ton of laundry that I needed to get done, so I grabbed all that and I'm gonna start cycling it in our wash. I have a ton of towels I'll also be grabbing from our bathroom later, and my kids have a giant pile of laundry that I need to do too. So we are just gonna get as much done as possible. Back in our master bedroom, how often do you guys make your bed? Do you make it every single morning? Do you make it whenever you get a chance? Or do you just leave it as is? I have been going back and forth. Like sometimes I'll make it first thing in the morning, but most of the time my kids are waking me up at 7 a.m., 6:30, like sharp, and I am just rolling out of bed and trying my best to feed them breakfast and just get ready in the morning. So the making the bed is usually the last thing I end up doing, but it always feels so good. And I really like to focus on cleaning up our room and then work on other areas of our house, because I'm able to clean up in here and it'll stay this way through the rest of the day. Like, my kids don't come in here, I can just close the door, lock it, and when I come back at night, it's exactly how I left it. I definitely cannot say that for the rest of our house. Usually I pick up one area, and by the time I'm moving to the next, my kids are like little tornadoes and will just set up a fort in the living room that I've just cleaned, or want to play with Play-Doh at the table, and it's a never ending list, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love staying home with my kids. I also love letting them be kids and make messes and make forts and have fun. So that is the season of life that I am in right now, and I am so grateful for my kids. I'm so grateful for our health. I'm able to get up, get moving, and clean. Now I'm able to leave this room, and I know when I come back tonight, it'll stay that way. I've made it to our master bathroom, and for once I am on a really good weekly cleaning routine of this bathroom, and it really helps make cleaning it like so much faster. I always start by grabbing all of our towels and anything that needs to go to the laundry room, and then I had a bunch of towels that I just had not put away yet. Some of them are cleaning towels, other towels are for our dog. I keep those in the cabinets here in this bathroom. But now I'm just taking the time to put everything back, and then after everything is where it's supposed to be, I wipe everything down in our bathroom. Cleaning can definitely feel very repetitive, especially when you're doing the same thing week after week or even day after day, but I just think of it as a way I am able to bless my family. They get to live in a clean home because of my own efforts. I also believe that we need to work together as a family or a household to keep our houses clean, so I am teaching my kids how to clean up and take care of their toys and their rooms and everything. And my husband is amazing. He works full-time for us, but he also does so much around our house to help me. So how often do you guys clean your bathrooms? I think the recommended amount is every week, but if I'm being totally honest with you guys, sometimes life gets completely busy and I will go I don't know, sometimes I just lose count of how long it's been. But this had been exactly 1 week, and it made cleaning this bathroom so much easier. I was able to just quickly wipe things down. I hardly had to use any water/vinegar on our mirrors. I just did a quick spritz, and I was able to wash those down super quickly and easily. The dust didn't build up on it, so I wasn't wiping dust around or anything, and it was just a quick scrub of these sinks. So doing it more often really is easier. I don't know if it ends up saving any more time because you're doing it more often, but it definitely made it easier. I'm picking up our bath mats now, that way I can vacuum mop the floors. I've been using the Bizzle sanitizing solution inside our vacuum mop, and it smells so good. The only way I can describe it is that it just smells clean. So not only does our bathroom look perfectly clean, but it just smells so good too. Now I'm just putting some nice fluffy clean towels that'll be ready for us when we take our showers tonight, and then also replace all of the hand towels. I feel so good about our bathroom being clean now, and I'm tackling our laundry room next. Definitely going to be cycling the laundry, but I also have a lot of things in here that I need to put away. I had a lot of shoes in here that I needed to bring back to my closet. Sometimes they just start to pile up here and I just need to put them back where they belong. I like keeping our shoes that we use on a regular basis right here in our laundry room, but all the other shoes have to make their way to our closets. So I've been thinking about continuing on the cabinets right here. So instead of having this small little shelf above the sink, I would put those like larger cabinets all the way across. I was wondering what you guys thought about that. I would definitely get a lot more storage. And instead of these spray bottles being out here in the open, I could put them inside the cabinet, but I can't decide if it would look nice or not. I am moving on to our dining room now. My kids have become little artists. They will sit here forever and just draw with markers. Cece's actually getting really good at drawing. All the scribbly ones are Owen's. I also have these frames here that I need to find a new spot for in our house, and my husband did a really good job of cleaning out his own closet, but he actually filled up this bag and I just needed to bring it to our car so that I can bring it to the donation center. I'm going to clean up all of Cece and Owen's artwork. I usually end up just taking pictures of a lot of their drawings and then I will just put them in the recycling bin. That is the easiest way for me to get rid of a lot of things, is just by taking a picture of it. That way I can remember it, but I don't have to hold on to it forever. I'm going to show you guys my favorite thing to do when my kids are bored and can't find anything to do by themselves. I still had a lot of things I wanted to get done around our house before I brought them outside or did anything else. So what I like to do is just clean up their playroom with them. Usually by the time we are done cleaning this together, they will have found something that they want to play with, and they keep themselves occupied for much longer. Now I have 2 kids that are happily playing in their clean playroom, and I can get everything else done around our house that needs to get done. So before cleaning up the playroom, I had cleaned everything off of this table, all of CC and Owen's like art supplies and everything. So now I'm just wiping down all that glitter and glue, because we had a family dinner planned and I needed this to be nice and clean so that we could actually enjoy a nice dinner there. These water jugs were from our grocery order, and one of them actually had a leak in it. So it started to make this carpet wet, and if a small area of this carpet is wet, it starts to warp and it'll stay that way. So I did not want this carpet to get completely ruined, so I wasn't planning on it, but I needed to get our carpet cleaner out so that it could just dry like evenly wet. That way it didn't get all warped and uneven. And because this carpet is right here by our front door where everybody comes in and out of our house, it gets filthy. So I needed to wash it anyway. You'll see how much dirt comes out of this thing. So it's kind of a good thing that water leaked, because it just gave me an excuse to finally clean it. So with our carpet cleaner, I always use like the soapy water first, and then I'll use some warm water to rinse all that soap out of the carpet. And then I like to actually put a little bit of pressure on our carpet machine like this, only a little bit, because you don't want to like stretch out your carpet, but this just helps soak up a lot more water and it dries so much faster. I've made it to our living room, so time to clean all of this up. Luckily, it's not too bad in here this time. Surprisingly, there's not a fort set up by my kids. Usually there is. That is their favorite thing to do right now, is make forts. They love Bluey. So if y'all know who Bluey is, there's an episode in there where they make a huge fort, and ever since watching that episode, that is all they ever want to do. So I think this might be the first time you guys get a really good look at the new bookshelves that we got for our living room. So they're exactly the same style as the bookshelves that we have in here already, but they have the cabinets on the bottom. So I still need to style them. I have not like decorated them or worked with them, but we really needed some new cabinet space so that we could put all of our family games in here. We've been doing like family game nights every single month. So we have all of our family over and we have a ton of fun with like board games and everything. So I needed some cabinet space to put some of these board games. So they are now in these and it works great. But I need to style the bookshelves and everything. So those are not like how I would intend for them to look right now. One of my favorite kids resale shops that are around us is actually going out of business. I love like resale clothing for kids. They grow out of clothes so quickly, and it's like not only great for like the environment, of course, but it's also great for your budget. But anyway, I had made a huge trip because they were having a going out of business sale at the one closest to us, so grabbed a whole bunch of things and I just needed to take the tags off of them so that I could finally throw them through the wash. It was getting pretty late at this point, but I really needed to get this bathroom cleaned. It's always on my to-do list anytime I know we're going to be having any family over. This is Owen and Cecilia's bathroom, if you couldn't tell already from all the clutter and bath towels and wash rags and toys. But it's also our only guest bathroom, so anybody that comes to our house gets to use this bathroom. I always use disinfecting wipes on our counters, our faucet. I'll make sure to wipe down the soap dispenser and anything that you touch on a regular basis when you're in the bathroom. I always make sure to get all the doorknobs and the light switches, anything and everything that could carry any germs. I just like to use water and vinegar to clean Owen and Cecilia's bathtub. They're just taking baths right now. They don't take showers, so I don't really have to worry about the tile too much, but I'll just leave the water and vinegar to sit in the bathtub for about 10 minutes, and then I'll scrub everything down. For the bath mat, usually I will just throw that through the wash with some towels and it comes out perfectly clean. But at this point, it was almost time for Owen and Cecilia's bath because it was so late. So I decided to just wipe it down really quick with my sponge and then rinse everything off. I still think this bath mat comes out cleaner when I put it through the wash though. If you guys are on the fence of getting a vacuum mop, I cannot recommend it enough. It really makes cleaning so easy. It is definitely like my favorite cleaning tool. Like if I could only choose one thing to keep and clean with, it would probably be this mop. I've shared this in the past in other videos, but just in case you're new here, any of my clothes that I need to hang up, I will just drape over the side as soon as I bring them out of the dryer. It keeps them from getting wrinkled, then I don't have to worry about ironing anything because I know none of us have any time for that. I have our pile of laundry here that is never ending, but I'm gonna try my best to get on top of it and keep it cycling. One of the only times I ever have like an opportunity to watch a show that I want to watch is when I am folding laundry. So I usually put it on my phone. So that's what I have right there. I am currently watching Virgin River. I've been trying to finish this since it came out like last November or December. I was so busy with Christmas that I never got a chance to watch it. And then in my free time, I've been reading some books. I don't like to watch anything before going to bed just because it's so much easier for me to fall asleep after reading a book versus watching a show or a movie. So anyway, when I'm folding laundry, that's when I like to watch my shows. And currently it is season 6 of Virgin River. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but this was like my reaction to season 6, episode 3 of something that happened in Virgin River. So if you guys are watching that show, you'll have to let me know how you like it. Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is going to be an all-day clean with me. We are leaving for a short vacation to Wisconsin to visit some family and hopefully play in some snow. We're from Florida, so we don't see any snow like ever. So we have a 5 and a 3-year-old that are incredibly excited to go and play in it. But before we leave, I like to make sure our house is like clean and back in shape, and when we come home, I'm not gonna have to stress about it. So I'm gonna be going through every single room in our house, just making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna get on top of our laundry. I love coming home to absolutely no laundry except for whatever we brought on vacation. That I usually just throw right back into our washer and dryer. But anyway, this video is just packed full of motivation. I'm always super motivated to get a ton of things done around our house right before we leave somewhere. I don't know where all my energy comes from. It's probably just like the stress of knowing I need to prepare and get things ready to go, and my mind is just going like a mile a minute. So I end up getting so much done around our house. Like these frames have been sitting in our dining room for over a month. I've been meaning to hang them up and I'm finally just getting around to it, and it only took me 5 minutes. So these frames are finally up. This has been sitting in the corner of our dining room for well over a month as well. I've been waiting for my husband to put it up, but I think we both, not just him, I've been forgetting it's even there because it's been so long and it's not somewhere that reminds us. So anyway, I figured I would take down the curtains that were already there, and that would be a better reminder. But then I was wondering if my new curtain rod had the same exact holes as the last one, the placement of them, and it did. So I did not need my husband to drill new holes into our wall. We have concrete walls because we live in Florida, so everything is built with concrete because of hurricanes. But anyway, I was able to reuse the same holes and hang up this curtain rod and put up our new curtains. I've talked about these before. The last curtain rod was from our apartment. We've had it for 8+ years. It was silver, so it wasn't something I felt like a lot of other people would see or recognize, but all the other fixtures in our house are bronze and black. So I really wanted to just update this and get everything to match. So I think it looks so much better. This light bulb has also been out for a while, so I'm just switching it out. So this is your sign to get whatever that 5-minute task is around your house, get it done. It felt so good. Plus, I don't have all those things sitting around in our dining room, and they're not in the back of my mind anymore, except for those things that nobody else is gonna see except myself, like the paint that is scratched off from our dog here. The tasks are always never ending, but that is home ownership for you. It was a few days after Valentine's Day when I recorded this, so it was time to take down all of the decor and put it away. I was excited to put our regular decor back up here because I just did a nice refresh of our fireplace and our coffee bar. I've been into I don't even know what this style is, but those deep colors, the deep brown and green. It just makes it feel so homey. So I got our fireplace put back together. Now I need to go into our kitchen and tackle this mess. I also have our coffee bar over here that's decorated for Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna put away all of this decor. This is the table we generally eat at on a regular basis, so my 5-year-old and 3-year-old are still pretty messy eaters, so this table gets super dirty. I have to scrub a lot of areas, but I love the Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray, and then I always use a microfiber cloth. I know not everybody likes the feeling of it, I don't really either, but it just does such a great job at cleaning off surfaces. I had made a super quick grocery run this morning, and it was mostly just to get some snacks for our plane. So my husband loves the Kit Kats. I'm all about the Twizzlers, and my kids love M&Ms. I also got some different granola bars that I've never really had before, but I really like this Made Good brand. I also love the fake bars, and so does Owen. And then you have to have Pringles. I love Pringles on planes, but anyway, snacks. I always stock up on them for trips. This will be for like the plane ride there and back. It's a 3-hour flight, so got to entertain these kids with snacks somehow. I'm going to be tackling all of these dishes in here, and luckily the dishwasher is completely empty, which makes this step a lot easier. I always have a few things I need to hand wash, so I'm just setting out a towel so that I can hand wash the rest of these items. I have like our blender, I had a vase from a sunflower. We had gone and picked some sunflowers recently with our homeschool group. We also picked some fresh strawberries, and it was a lot of fun. That was the first time I ever had sunflowers in a vase, and they only lasted like I don't know, like 3 or 4 days, and then they started to droop and look bad. I don't know if I needed to put like sugar or something, like some kind of food inside the vase to help them keep longer, but they were beautiful while they lasted. To clean our sink, I'm just using our Dawn spray. This is a DIY spray. I fill the majority of it with water, a 1/4 cup of Dawn soap, and then a teaspoon of rubbing alcohol, and it works great, and it's like 1/4 of the price. I've also been keeping a Scrub Daddy sponge on hand for scrubbing out sinks and tubs and showers. It works so good. Our counters get so dirty so quickly. I definitely have to wash them down at least once a day, but again, I'm just using my multi-purpose spray. I love buying it in the concentrate, and it refills this spray bottle like a countless amount of times. I've had the same bottle of concentrate for well over 6 months. It lasts so long. And it's just the Miss Myers, and we buy it in the lemon scented. I think they have like a basil scented one, and I love that one, but my husband doesn't care for it, so we just keep using the lemon scented one. It'll feel so good to come back from vacation to a nice clean kitchen, so I'm ready to tackle the laundry room next. I have lots of laundry to do before we leave. I always like making sure, like, 1, our clothes are clean so that I can pack them, and then 2, like, I don't want to come home and still have to do a ton of laundry, so I like making sure it's all done before we go. My husband had given our dog a bath, so these are all his bath towels. He's a 90-pound German Shepherd, so yes, he uses like 5 bath towels when he's getting dried. But anyway, I always wash them separately because they get covered in hair, and if you wash them with your clothes, you can guarantee all of that dog hair is going to end up on them. If you ever have any lingering smells in any linens, just soak it in some hot water and then pour like a 1/2 cup of vinegar. It doesn't even need to be that much, and let it soak for at least 30 minutes. That's Owen's clothes in there, and they smelled like a number 2. It was like stuck in there too. I'd washed them and it still smelled like it. So I'm letting it soak for at least 30 minutes or a little bit longer because I end up putting it in whenever I do their laundry. I usually have something in the dryer, but I was really happy to see nothing in there. I'm gonna go through our entire house though and just grab all of our laundry. That way I have it in one spot in our laundry room, and I can see what needs to get washed and get it all done before we leave. I'll be making my way back through all of these rooms to get them nice and clean and where they need to be so we can come home to a nice clean house. But right now I'm just grabbing all of our towels and everything that needs to get washed. This is all of our winter gear that I need to pack, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that in a little bit. But these suitcases, I completely recommend, I have to mention it, you need to put like some kind of decal or something on them so that they don't look like anybody else's. The last time we went to the airport, my mom's bag actually got taken by somebody else because they thought it was their own, and their suitcase looked exactly the same. So we ended up being able to trade suitcases like the next day, but it was just a whole ordeal. Luckily, they were staying in the same area. I can't imagine if they got another like ride like 2 hours away. But we put these decals all over our suitcases so that they look completely unique and there is no chance anybody else is going to take them. So winter gear is big, it's fluffy, and it takes up a ton of space inside your suitcase. So what I'm doing is putting it all inside a vacuum seal bag. The one I have has a hand pump, so even if the place we're staying at doesn't have a vacuum to suck it all out, I can use the hand pump and get all that air out again so that we can come home after we're done using it. So even though I have a vacuum and it would have gotten all the air out a lot faster, I wanted to guarantee that this hand pump was going to work. Otherwise, I was going to have a really hard time getting everything to fit when we came home. Anytime I'm packing shoes, I always put them in a plastic bag. That way they're not touching any like clothes or anything like that. So I have everything nice and compressed in here, and I still have plenty of space. I know the weight limit is usually, I think, like 50 or 60 pounds, but I weighed that and it was still only 25 pounds. So still plenty more room for more items that we need to pack. I'm going to be cycling laundry as much as I can because I want to get absolutely everything cleaned before we leave. We are going to be staying at an Airbnb, so it's like a house rental. So it's going to have like its own washer and dryer there. So I've considered like washing our clothes before we come home. That would be really nice, but I also want to like enjoy our vacation. It's only like a 4-day trip too, so I'll probably be doing laundry when we get home. I'm not going to do it on vacation. Owen is 3 and it's got to be like one of my favorite ages. I know it's still like I'm kept very busy because of him, but 3, like they're so easy to play with and they laugh so much. It's so easy to make them like do a big ol' belly laugh, and when Owen laughs he always gets the hiccups, so it's just the cutest thing. But then when you have a 3-year-old, you can guarantee your living room is going to look like this every 5 minutes after you've cleaned it up. I don't know anybody that has a living room like that looks like this. At this point, if they don't have kids, I know this is not going to last forever, and it does not take that long to pick up, and usually I have them help me. Owen's closet is where I keep all of our decorations. So I'm putting away all the Valentine's decor. There's also some other decor I put away that I'm not currently using. This closet, it's packed. I'm not gonna lie, I probably need to clean it out for like the 10th time. The biggest issue I have with it is our Christmas tree. We've been trying to find a better spot for it, and it's just been incredibly difficult. So anyway, I do what I can with the space that I have, and I know like Owen's probably going to need that closet eventually, but in Florida we just have such issues with storage because we don't have like basements, and we can't keep anything in the attic because it gets to be like, I'm not kidding, like 200 degrees up there. It's like an oven, so everything just melts and gets ruined. You can go down any street in Florida and I will guarantee you will see like 5 different storage unit places, but I cannot think about even like getting one of those. Like 1, they're expensive. 2, you have to like go all the way over there to get whatever you need. And 3, like I just don't think it's worth it. Like you don't need that much stuff. If anything, I'm just gonna have to limit the amount of decorations that we have. I always feel so good when my kids' rooms are clean. I don't know what it is about it. So Owen's room's clean, Cece's is clean. We're ready to come home to a clean house after we're done on vacation. I'm gonna tackle this bathroom next. I already took out that bath mat and put it through the wash. So as soon as I'm done with like cleaning this entire bathroom, it'll be the perfect time to get out that mat and put it back. I'm using my bottle with half water, half vinegar in it to clean the mirror, and I've learned that the easiest way to use this on mirrors is to use as little as possible. So just a little bit goes a really long way, and then I'll just use a little bit more in areas that have, you know, like that toothpaste, like spit marks all over the mirror. But otherwise, water and vinegar work great for cleaning mirrors. I'm working my way down, and I'm going to use disinfecting wipes to wipe down every single surface in this bathroom. I know sometimes cleaning can be repetitive, and these cleaning videos I tend to do the same things, and I'll explain what I'm doing because I get new viewers, and if someone's new here, they're gonna wonder what's going on. So to clean sinks, I like using just a multi-purpose spray. I'm using Miss Meyer's and then a Scrub Daddy to really scrub the sink. It's been my favorite way to clean sinks lately. Time to clean up all these bath toys in here, and then once I get all those picked up, I'll be using water and vinegar again in this bathtub to scrub it down. So I already took out the bath mat and put it through the wash. I like washing it with all of our towels, and it comes out so clean every single time. And then I'm just going to spray this bath with half water, half vinegar, and then let it soak for about 10 minutes before scrubbing it with our Scrub Daddy. So here you can see the washer is done, and here's our perfectly clean bath mat that I can put right back into our tub. I'm going to be vacuum mopping the floor with this hard floor sanitize. I love it because it smells so good. It also makes me feel really good that it's like sanitizing the floors, especially the bathroom, because with a 5 and a 3-year-old, things get pretty messy in here. I'm sure you can imagine. I feel like 90% of what I do all day is just cycle laundry, but it's got to get done somehow. And if I stay on top of it, it's such a great feeling. So I'm grateful for our washer and dryer. I'm going to keep going. And if you have a ton of laundry to do, let's do it together. These are all just like our old raggedy towels, but we use them on our dog. They work great for like drying off Django after he's done getting his bath. So I'm just folding them so I can put them away in the cabinet that we keep them in our bathroom. It was getting pretty late at this point, and I still had to pack. So the last thing on my list to do was get this bathroom cleaned. So I'm going to tackle this as quickly as possible. You'll be watching me move at like a lightning speed. I've never cleaned our bathroom faster than I have on this night. Usually, like when I'm cleaning, it's my relaxation time almost. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just love cleaning. But then there's other times like I really need to just get it done. That way I can focus on something else like pack. And that was right now. Like, I just needed to get this bathroom done so that I could focus on other things. So I know sometimes like this is like the last thing people want to do before they leave, but it just feels so good to come home to a clean house that I knew I had enough time to do it. So I am just getting it done. I'm using the same vacuum mop that I used earlier with the sanitizing solution. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but this is the Bizzle Crosswave and I love it. I don't really have anything to compare it to though, because this has been like my only vacuum mop that I've ever had. I know they're kind of like a newer thing and I was on the fence of getting one in the first place, but I am very happy with this. I don't know how I lived without it before. Like, our floors have never been cleaner. I really hope today's video filled you with a ton of motivation. If it did, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. I appreciate every single one of those. I love seeing all those little thumbs up. And subscribe if you're new. I make a new video every single Sunday, and I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Thank you for watching. Bye!